The San Diego Prep Insiders Basketball Podcast is powered by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hey, sports fans. Christian Pedersen, Aaron Bergen.
What's up?
The Division III playoff brackets. Dude, bro.
What's up?
This is insane, right? This is pretty fun. Like, this is why you have, I feel like this bracket alone is why you have the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get that fun mixture of one upset, one dominant favorite, and a battle where either of these home crowds, you would look at that and go, that's how you write the book on how to play a home game in the playoffs. So chock full of fun, chock full of drama, chock full of everything.
D3 seems to always give us some drama. I mean, last year, the 1 seed Coronado fell to the eventual runner-up, the 9 seed Mount Miguel, which leads us right into this year. You got to love how things just form a perfect circle.
So does Mount Miguel get to go back? Let's go straight to it. Not just a nod. That's your announcement.
Yeah, this is going to be a war. This is one of those games that I circled a long time ago. I thought that originally in my early season predictions, I thought that Hoover was going to be the favorite, but Mount Miguel quickly kind of changed that outlook with how they came out at the beginning of the season and just sustained it all the way throughout. But Hoover really did pick up steam, just before the start of league, into league, and they've played really well through the playoffs. But this is a Mount Miguel team that is built to win a title and built to win it this year. I think this is going to be one of those games that's decided within 5 to 10 points, but I'm going to pick Mount Miguel as the victor. But if you're one of those people that likes to, maybe doesn't like to go to the open division and you're a little claustrophobic, don't go to this gym. It's going to be rocking. But if you want to see a good game that's not in the open division game, I would say this is one you need to go to. This is going to be a great.
So basically, you're saying that this is the hipster version of the basketball playoffs. Like, if you're not trying to do the mainstream basketball playoffs,
I don't really like to do all the good things. I like to eat food and everything like that. And yeah, I like.
So grab your beaten kale smoothies, some hummus, and some pita chips.
Yeah.
Come sit and watch one of these two basketball games. Tommy Morris sending in his picks on behalf of himself and all of the rational fans out there. He also agrees with you, Mount Miguel. Can I get a drum roll, please, though? Because this one's going to Hoover.
Oh, love it.
James Malveaux and Chris Modica and everyone, like, gritty and can slow the game down and can win the interior battles. If this game gets into speed and athleticism and the perimeter, Mount Miguel is going to run away with it. But I think that offensive rebounding, second chance points, keeping the score as low as possible is something that Hoover can do and will do.
Have you seen C.J. Jackson from Mount Miguel?
I have. I have been to one of their
games. Large human being.
He is a large human being.
He rebounds.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I like that. Okay. You know what?
Dude, this has been a pretty mundane season. Usually the two of us are up here going, what? So I just, dug deep into my bag of what the heck is that white kid talking about and went with this. So Hoover, they will be moving on. On the other side of the bracket, I'm not even going to give you a chance. I'm not even going to give you a chance. On the other side of the bracket, Carlsbad, Brawley.
6-7.
Dude.
Who would have thought?
A lot of people would have thought because this is a Brawley team that won one, and this is a. We don't have the highest budget for graffics. It's just a TV and an HDMI cable. Brawley has won one. Mm-hmm. Carlsbad was a team that you wrote a little bit about in the beginning of the season, having some pieces, just whether or not they can put it together. They take some tough log leases. They leased logs, apparently.
Yeah.
Some league losses. Woo! Early morning.
Yeah. Late night? No.
Yeah.
Good.
Shout out to all the water polo teams that won CIF championships over the weekend. So a lot to unpack here. Yeah. Do you want to approach this as a 6-7, or do you want to approach this as a defending champion back in the play? Like, just start giving me your insight and analysis.
Okay. Well, as you mentioned with Carlsbad, early in the season, this was a team that you looked at. They had a sophomore class that was really good last year. All of them back, and they've got a senior in Isaiah Ramos and another senior in Troy Bloomquist. This is a good team.
Yeah.
they got off to an 0-4 start in the Coast News Classic, and I was like, what's going on? And then when they got off to a 1-5 start in or 2-5 start in league, it was, questions even abounded further. It was 1-3, 1-4, something like that. Then all of a sudden the light bulb went on. Everything gelled just like that. Carter Pluchet became an all-league first-team player. Brogan Pietrocini became this force on the interior and the perimeter. Isaiah Ramos started knocking down threes at a high clip. Sam Eshelman started coaching his, tuckus off, and they just turned the corner, and they've been really, really good throughout the playoffs. I like this team, and I love that matchup between Mount Miguel and Carlsbad. This is the matchup that I've wanted to see. This is the matchup I've wanted to see since Carlsbad beat Mount Miguel earlier in the year. That's going to be fun. Credit to Brawley. Brawley graduated a lot of talent. One of the last images we saw of them, aside from them pieing our, intrepid cohort in the face, was, them holding up that Division III title and, Beto Lopez walking off with a torn ACL. I know I messed up his last name, I'm pretty sure it did. But, credit to Jeff Dale for getting back to this point. But I think that home crowd of Carlsbad, that long trip that Brawley has to take into town to get it done, gives Carlsbad the ever so slight edge. This is going to be one of those fun, tight games in the fourth quarter. Carlsbad pulls it out, and they are licking their chops for a chance where they have to be considered, they have to be considered to have a good chance against Mount Miguel.
We'll get to that finals podcast when we get to that finals podcast.
Yeah.
We got to get through this last bracket, though, because it's going to be anarchy. I think this is one that you could literally flip a coin on and believe either result. You can make a strong case for either one. Tommy and I, though, are in agreement with you. We will all three say Carlsbad is getting this.
Tommy's picking against Brawley?
I mean, unless he...
I thought that would never happen again.
Look, I'm going to hold this up. It says Carlsbad there. I'm not throwing Tommy under the bus fictitiously.
Wait, Tommy, are you ready to go back if they win?
Well, we're not signing Tommy up for that. We might be signing Tommy up to wear some purple next week, though, or do something with whatever Lancers do. He has to carry a stick around, ride a horse. I don't know.
Joust.
Yes, we will have him joust with a student from Carlsbad next week. It's like you said, not great to first team all league.
Yeah. And the power's out again. Yeah.
Not great graphics to first team all league graphics.
Yeah.
And all I need to know is play your best ball at the end of the season. That is a very strong adage and a reason why I will say that it's Carlsbad.
Sweet, guys.
We will see these games played on Wednesday.
Yes.
And then the finals will be played later in the week. We're not going to debate it or discuss it as to when or where the finals are because we don't know those kind of things.
Saturday, 3:00 at San Marcos High School.
These are Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. So there you have it. Wednesday and Saturday, these games will be going down. We will be back for a finals podcast, though. Hit us up on Twitter at Fulltime Hoops, at Mr. CPED, Fulltime Hoops 1, at Mr. CPED, at Real Tommy Morris, at SD Prep Insider, at CIF SDS, at whoever, wherever, at the Pope, or at B Pope SD1 for the Pontiff. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next round.